What's good, people? So, I want to tell you a story that I experienced, unfortunately, a few days ago. So, I came from Mexico to Lima, right? So, I came to the airport and I didn't know that Uber is not the thing you want to take in Peru. So, I watched the app of Uber for a drive because I needed to come from the airport to Miraflores, this area where I'm staying right now. So the thing is that the Uber was showing me like, man, way too much. It was 100 soles or something like that, which is like 30 bucks, something like that, and that's way too much. So I remembered that a friend of mine, the last time I came to Peru, was telling me you don't want to use Uber in Peru. You want to use InDrive. So yeah, um, I basically downloaded that app, and it was just, how much was it? It was like 40 bucks or something like that. So it's way cheaper. Um, if you are in Peru, I don't know if it's for all South America, because in Mexico Uber was totally fine. But you want to have that in mind, right? InDrive. Another one is Cabify. It's also not bad. So, however, I ordered this guy, right? One thing is, it's not that safe like Uber. Uh, you know, so Uber has more like a review, and you have the feeling Uber is taking care that it should be safe for you, right? However, I ordered this guy, and and you can see his review. His review was pretty good. So he came. It was a little bit difficult to find him, because when you go out of the airport in Lima, there is so much going on, right? So eventually he walked around and he saw me, and then he asked me if I'm the guy who needs the cab, and I said yes. So he said, "Come with me," and we went to yeah, this parking space. So he parked his car, right? And then I sat in the car, and he said, "Okay, I'm going to validate the park ticket, and then I will come back." So he came back. We started to drive, and we had like 70% of the drive was already done. Suddenly he shows me the park ticket. We are in the car, right? He shows me the park ticket, and he's saying um, that I need to pay the park ticket. And it was like 10 soles, which is like $3 or something like that. I mean, it's not the world, but um, still I didn't like his approach, because he needed to tell me before, right? So in the app it was written 40 soles, and I'm going to pay 40 soles. So I immediately told him, no, 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 it was not written, you know? And it's bad because you cannot speak the language. But I told him it's not written there, so I'm not going to pay it. And he insisted and became angry, and I also became angry. There is a thing when you are a digital nomad or when you travel the world, people think that we are rich, you know, that we have a lot of money and that they can milk us, and I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Here and there I try to give tips, and I know I have some privilege, but still, if someone tries to rip me off, I don't like that. So I told him, no, I'm not going to pay it. You know, if he wants, he can stop, but I'm not playing the stupid games. And I was really pissed off, because you already drive and you trust him, and I didn't have internet. Um, and then he comes up with wanting to have more money. So I told him definitely no, I'm not going to pay. Um, and in the end, he dropped me off, and he didn't bother anymore. I think he just tries. And this kind of situation happens very often if you travel. So what I want to tell you is, of course, be careful. Don't put yourself in a very uncomfortable situation, but also don't be too innocent, you know, because they try a lot to milk more from us. So we need to protect ourselves. Afterwards, I gave him a review, and I wrote that down what happened. I don't know if InDrive will get back to me. But yeah, that's something I for sure wanted to share with you. So be careful, man. There is so many scammers. But other than that, Lima is a lovely place. I can highly recommend you guys. And that's it. That was the story. Feel free to subscribe and comment and tell me if you also have this kind of experiences, because we need to share, you know, we need to protect each other. It's important. Okay, I'm the Grounded Nomad. Thank you very much. See you guys.